How y'all doing today? I'm gonna share with y'all the lessons that I never learned in life until I turned 30. I'm gonna show y'all 10 lessons. Okay, the first lesson is that never put your love and trust into no one, because at the end of the day, when you was growing up in your life, you always thought you had friends to the end, and things change and situations change, people change. So in reality, the first thing I learned is that you can't put your love and trust in nobody, because people is not genuine. And I didn't know that in life, because when I was younger, when we was always growing up, we was always taught that we were going to be friends until the end. But in reality, when you get older in life, you start losing friends, because you start to find yourself and you start to find you. So at the end of the day, that's the first lesson. Lesson number two. So when you live in your life and you want to be happy, I want y'all to know that you can't share your happiness with nobody, because your happiness is your happiness. So you have to continue to be happy for yourself. Everybody is not happy for you. If people is not happy for you, don't tell nobody about your dreams and your goals if it keeps you happy. So I learned that in life. So that's number two. So if you find yourself being happy, stay happy. Just don't tell nobody about it. And number three, you can't live your life just based off money and materialistic things, because those things come and go. Because you think that's all you need in your life until you get older. Then once you start to get older and you start to grow, you start to evolve, you start to mature in life, you're gonna start noticing that those things really don't matter. You would think you want this and that stuff to validate you, and it's really not gonna validate you. Stop chasing success, because in reality, once you're in purpose and you learn how to be in purpose and accept your purpose, success will come to you, because you're gonna stress yourself out trying to chase success. So in reality, that's like what we was taught. We was brought up to believe that success would just come out the sky. In reality, it won't just come out the sky. You have to work for it. So that's what I want to tell y'all. Stop chasing the things in life that they programmed to tell you that really matters. Because in reality, your happiness matters. Because what if you're successful but you're still not happy? So I want y'all to learn that situations can always change. So just learn to be happy within yourself. The materialistic stuff don't make you happy. So number four, stop looking for others to validate you, because you'll go wrong trying to look for others to validate you. Stop looking for self-validation also, because you know what you're capable of. So in reality, you ain't gotta tell nobody. So I want y'all to stop doing that, because those are the lessons that I had to learn until I got older. I didn't know that when I was younger. And I know it sounds crazy, much as we've been on this earth, you've been feeling the same way too. Yeah, I don't want y'all to feel the same way like that anymore. I want y'all to feel better. So once you learn these lessons, you're gonna feel better. And number five, stop doing things based off money, because when you live in your life, you're gonna start to realize that money don't bring you happiness. Money is just a tool so you can spend. You don't know how to manage your money. So once you learn how to manage your money and you learn how to value money for something different, you're gonna learn to generate revenue. Number six is that you need to be responsible for your own happiness. Once you start being responsible for your own happiness, things is gonna change in your life. So in reality, that means don't let nobody else make you happy. You just need to be happy in general. Turn negative situations into good situations. Stop looking for the negative and everything. Because once you look for the negative and everything is gonna come out negative. So I don't want y'all to keep doing that. And then number seven, y'all need to start taking accountability. Because once you start taking accountability, your life will just progress so much better. If you still living your life like it's everybody's fault, there's gonna always be everybody's fault. And it's just like you're not gonna be able to do anything with your life, because it's always somebody's fault. So in reality, stop thinking it's everybody's fault and stay focused And then you can continue your wishes and your goals in your life. Because if you don't, your life is going to be hectic. So stop thinking it. It's not everybody's fault. Just take accountability and move on. So once you learn that, I'm telling you, your life will go so much different. And then another lesson that you need to learn. Sometimes it's okay to be alone. Sometimes you may have to do things alone in your life. And then once you get older, you realize you might live your life better when you're alone. And I know that sounds crazy, but you might love your life, you might live your life when you're alone. And that's the things that I didn't learn until after 30. And I wish I knew back then. My life would be a lot different. So you gotta get out your feelings, get out your emotions, stop being stuck in your ways. That's my favorite one. Stop being stuck in your ways, because once you're stuck in your ways, you can't get nothing done because you keep thinking about how things should go. And it doesn't matter. So that means you care too much. So you gotta stop caring so much. And I know that sounds harsh to say, but don't nobody care that you care so much. So I don't want you to mope about nothing in your life, because long as you can get it right, you can get it right. So that's what I want y'all to learn. So if you can get these things right in your life, you can get it right. It's not the end of the world. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is that it's not the end of the world. So number 8, don't let a job ruin your life. Don't let a job steal your joy. Don't let a job steal your happiness. Because I know a lot of y'all punching the clock, and it's like y'all looking for a better way in your life, but y'all just gotta find a way to make it good when y'all punching that clock. Cause I know y'all just can't stand it. Y'all just there because y'all trying to get a check, and then it's like y'all dealing with these things at the job, y'all dealing with the personal things in your life, y'all dealing with the job situations. Just feel like you just can't catch a break. But don't let it stress you out. So find happiness in whatever you do. And I know that's very difficult to do, but once you put your mind to it, you can do it. So that's why I want to tell y'all. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it. So number 9, this is a good one. Stop caring too much about things that you can't control. So if you can't control no situation, stop caring to control it. Because once you care too much, the situation got you. So don't let the situation take control of you. You control the situation. So once you learn how to control the situation and just experience things in your life and go with life as it goes, then life is going to turn around for you. And I guarantee you that. So that's the things that I had to learn in my life, because if I would have known this when I was younger, I probably would be a better man, a better person. But as you go older in life, you start experiencing things and you start to look at things different. So I'm glad that I can experience things in life, and I'm glad you still have life to experience things in too. So don't let nothing steal your joy or your happiness. So always find happiness in anything you want to do in life. So the last but not least, I want y'all to just learn how to just take situations for what they are. So as life goes on, I want y'all to start preparing for life better, but adapt to the situations in life. So don't start getting your feelings when your life is not planning how you want it to plan. So at the end of the day, what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to find another way to get to y'all plan. Because if you just be stuck on one thing in life and you always late to the party because you waiting on a job or you waiting on this, you're never going to be happy, because it's like you chasing something that you feel like you can never achieve, because then it keeps you down. So that's what I want y'all to learn in life. I don't want nothing to keep y'all down. I want y'all to stay focused. I want y'all to stay well rounded. And I want y'all to continue to be happy. I want y'all to continue to live on, prosper. I'm going to share some real information with y'all, because I didn't have nobody to share this information with me. So I'm going to share this with y'all. So I didn't know these things until after I turned 30. I'm a couple years older than 30 now, but I didn't learn these things until then. And I just wish my mind was open and clear enough to learn them back then. But I was too stuck in my ways. We all are. We got to come out of that, man. And it's just like, you can't do nothing. Why you think I'm expressing to you now about that? You got to stop being late to the party. I know you like, man, that's just how I am. Stop being how you are. Because at the end of the day, you think that's how you are. In reality, you don't know. Because you don't know until you open up your mind and expand your mind. Think different. Look at things different. If you keep looking at things the same way, how you gonna evolve? How you gonna grow? How you gonna mature? You see what I'm saying? How you gonna be successful? You keep looking at things the same way. But now I'm saying now if it's some not things to good to look at, then I understand that. But in reality is that I'm talking about like your dreams, your goals, or your happiness in life. If you always look at things like it's a negative, then it's gonna come out negative. So start looking at things different. So that's the message that I want to share with y'all because I didn't have nobody to teach me that message. And I'm learning just like you. Nobody's perfect. And I want y'all to keep learning. So while y'all on y'all journey, I want y'all to stay focused because those are the lessons that I never knew. I had to learn until I turned 30. You can learn these lessons at 20. So if you watching this and you in your 20s, you ahead of the game. I wasn't watching stuff like this when I was 20. I was so being caught up trying to validate myself for others, what I thought that's what mattered. But in reality, none of that matters. Only you matters. What you think matters. So I'm going to see y'all on the next one. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I'm going to talk to y'all in a minute. Peace.